No. And of course, I forgot to unmute myself. Well, hello there, out here. Welcome to reacting to my out of tune band solos live, something like that. I tried to do like a smooth fade out with the intro music and then just jump in here, but then I forgot to unmute the microphone, so it all failed. For those who perhaps planned to join me last week, I'm sorry. I ran into a lot of technical difficulties, and no, I'm not going to react to my own take on technical difficulties by Paul Gilbert here. That's certainly not the case, because I never even tried to learn the whole thing. It's kind of difficult. Anyway, yeah, so last week I tried to do this already, again, something like that. But I have a new audio interface that I'm not like fully familiar with just yet. And with countless of tries, I just kept getting all of these random audio glitches, and also because we're going to listen to a lot of stuff from a website I'm gonna show you in just a second. I had trouble like getting it to work. Either I was getting like weird loop back of my own voice or all kinds of things, and basically ran out of time trying to set up instead of streaming. Or like I used my streaming time trying to set up with no luck. But I got something in the mail. Hey, Pete. Party parrot, yo. Yep. So I got something in the mail today, and it is the brand new Shure MV7 microphone. Same microphone that Rich actually uses on the now discontinued Get Big Friday show, and will be using that on the upcoming Unlikely Guitar Show podcast. And what we learned about this microphone is that otherwise it's really good. It has like built-in processing and stuff like that. It's going to make my life so much easier. I'm actually like running this with a USB cable into my computer and using it as an audio interface. So that's really cool. But the basic version, and I just forgot the other form somewhere, has a problem where the plosives, so the parrots, you really get that sound. But I Is it back? Did I? You know what? I just muted it. There's a touch screen. Yeah, I just muted it. Yeah, so there you go. Is it working now? I think it's working now. Where did I stop? Let me know. By the way, I'm having a very finished thing right now. While you reply, it's back. Wonderful. I'm having a very finished thing. This is like homemade red berry juice, I think, and my wife and my oldest daughter, they made some gingerbread hearts with some stuff on it. Tastes great. So that's what I'm having this lovely evening. Yeah, but basically got some foam and stuff for this microphone, and I can't, like, this should make my life so much easier. A lot of you know I travel to mother-in-law's, for example, quite a lot, and being able to just grab the microphone and like some sort of stand and my laptop and can live stream for any place, that's awesome. So can't wait to hear the audio and also try this for podcasting early next year. So yeah, Louis, I think it cut because there's a mute button over here. I think I just put text in front of it. But over here, there's like a little touch button that allows you to mute the microphone. And I think while removing the windshield, I just clicked on that. So I'll know not to do that again. So there you go. I'm a true professional today. Anyway, what I wanted to do here today is react to some of my old solos. And let me show you something. So this, what you're seeing here, is this a cooler looking screen? I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Anyway, what you're looking at here, so many reviews, none of them are good enough. What you're looking at here is something called myhinnosu.net, and there's a legendary Finnish musician forum called musikoiden.net, musicians.net basically, but in Finnish. And I've been a long time member of that site, and it's still fairly active, and especially like when it comes to used music gear in Finland, this is the place to be. And what they had, like when I was most active there, like 10-ish years ago, they had this kind of server where you could upload your own tracks, and we had all the kind of solo competitions. People did gear demos there where they would like write their review and then post some sound clips and stuff like that. And what I have here is a long archive of these. Well, not that long, but longish archive of those tracks. And we're going to listen to a lot of them. And I've tried not to listen to all of them because when I remember that I have this, I was like, well, I'll listen to a lot of them, and I listened to a few of them, but not all of them. This is going to be fun. Plus, we're going to check out a few of the videos that are either hidden or just super secret on my YouTube channel, like some early stuff. I think my earliest video I've ever posted, let me check that quickly, was in 2009. And that was a take for one of those solo competitions, which, by the way, basic idea was that somebody would come up with a backing track, people would solo over it, and everyone who participated with a solo got a vote, and they could vote their favorites. I think you gave like 3 points, 2 points, and 1 point to 3 other contestants. And before you ask, yes, I won the competition once and had to do a track because of that. So there you go. But let's start with something like, I think I forgot I have owned a Mesa Boogie Mark V and the first iteration of Chapman Guitars ML1. But that's not a solo thing I've done. I think I did like a review of the Orange Doctor. That's why there's so many Orange Doctor clips. And then there were a few different types of competitions. There was like a regular one, then there was the heavy one, so like metal, and then there's a roots competition, and I only participated once. I'm not the rootsiest guy. All right, enough talking. Let's start with this one. These are not in the chronological order, I think. And I'm not sure if I could even like organize these in chronological order. So let's just start with this one, and let me know that if you can hear. StreamYard is saying that you should be able to hear the audio from this tab. So let me know. Solo number 1 from the solo competition number 39. Heavy. yes, Puninja, I'm going to come back to your question in just a second. And yes, Louis, that was all the speed, none of the... Well, it had some stuff in the key, but that last thing, harmonized one, by the way, as well. I am not sure if that was in the key. It was in the key of something, but maybe not in the key of the backing track. Yeah. I kind of remember my mindset from this time where... Yeah, I guess it was more about the speed. I really wanted to shred, but didn't have the patience or concentration to actually, do it or like practice. So there you go. Man, it's so much fun to go back to this. Like, I don't remember even all of them. Okay. Puninja had a great question. So let's do this. Puninja says, I don't mean to offend, but does anyone make jokes related to Van Halen and Vlad Holinen sounding similar? I'm childish. I can't help it. Well, I guess I can really say that, well, very few people have ever done that, as far as I remember. But also, if like at some point I've thought or toyed with the idea of like either renaming the channel Vlad Halen, which would angry so many people, especially because my playing is very far from what Van Halen is. So that was one of my ideas. And also like maybe some sort of project could be called Vlad Halen, though. Is it too close? Maybe it's a bit too close, so it would actually probably annoy me as well. Not sure. But there you go. All right, let's do another one because this is fun. I want to listen what monstrosities I have created. So this is another from the heavy competition, but if previous one was 39, this is 71. These are in strange order. Actually 39. Let's try to do this in fairly chronological order. So 46 actually. No, there was number 6. So 6th ever heavy music competition. Let's do that. A solo competition. Let's do that. What is it? Sorry, now I'm eating. What was that? Wow. That was a bit out of key. Let me put it that way. Just wow. Let's do another one of these heavies. They're kind of terrible and fun at the same time. I'm trying to... 46, I think, is the next one. 39. No, we listened to this already, didn't we? So 46. Oh, there's so many. You know what? Let's just take something. Okay, let's go with non-heavy one. Just solo competition 174. This is called. It's going to play. Oh, this is one of the very good ones. terrible, but you can tell that I'm kind of able to stay, like, I think I knew like one pentatonic position at the time and just kind of went with that. Yeah. It's not terrible, if that's something. So yeah. Okay. Actually, I have something prepared here, so we need to switch tabs in just a second. And let's see. There you go. You can click a button like this. And welcome to what might have been my first video ever. And this is also a take in a solo competition. This was the Christmas edition. And I made the backing track, by the way. I had completely forgotten. I made this backing track in 2009. 12 years ago. 12 years ago. I think the drums, how did I even do the drums? Maybe Logic Pro had, like, I think there was like a Logic Student edition at the time, and there was some sort of drum thing in. I had no idea how to mix it on it like that. An absolute classic of a video. Let's just enjoy this. Hopefully, let me know if you get the sound. It should be working, but you never know. So solo, like heavy music solo competition 11, Christmas edition. Let's go. Again, speed is the most important thing, as you can tell. By the way, it's like in Finnish, this song is called Nissepolka, but is it known? Like, it's a really well-known song here, but is this like? Does anyone else know this song? Is it like purely kind of a Finnish thing? This song, it's a kind of very silly song, and then there's the whole. It's called basically a heavy metal Christmas, where they made metal versions of all the famous Christmas songs, and they do yearly tours and stuff like that. And it's really popular and actually kind of fun. Anyway, this exists. It's kind of. This was also part of the competition. I think I did the backing check. Okay, Spoon Ninja says he's not familiar with this. Might be a local thing then. Could be. You're missing a lot, but that's how it is. So let's jump back here. I'm gonna take that out. So that was a solo. I feel like a lot of these already are me kind of staying in a small box. And I knew like a 1 or 2 pentatonic positions, and kind of that's where I was just stuck, basically. So you can kind of hear that, and that's all right. Let's see, what else do we have here? Let's do something non-heavy. Those are also heavy competitions. As I mentioned, I think I participated in the Roots solo competition only once, and we might find out why. Let's take a listen. That sure felt longer than minute and 21 seconds. Now, I'm not a blues player. I don't pretend to be one, but that was still kind of... yeah. It was something that I recorded once and put out in public. So, there's a couple of good ones, I think, that I like a lot. Let's try to find those. Did you listen to this one? Wasn't hearing anything. Oh, there you go. Let's listen to this one. This sounds fun. Of course, it had to have tapping, because why not? That was the only thing that I could play like somewhat fast. Fun fact: I'm all of the sudden remembering. So, thanks for Ninja, but this was not my backing track. The thing we just heard. It was like, as I mentioned, the rules of the competition were that if you win the contest, you have to provide a backing track. You don't have to like write it yourself, but you need to get something somewhere. So that's how it usually went. Fun fact about this track. Now I remember now, and if my brother Pete is still here, he might remember this as well, because I think I recorded this solo track at my home, like childhood home, where I would go for summers when I was studying. And yeah, I think I had like a 2x12 angle cab and a Mesa Boogie, what's it called, Express 550 amplifier, and I mic'd that with the I don't have it at hand right now, but I still have my Shure SM58, and I mic'd it with that microphone and played it in my childhood living room, which must have been super fun for everyone else in that room. So yeah, there you go. Something I recorded a long time ago. Okay, so which one did you just listen to? I think it was the 174 one. No? Was this one? Oh, that was it. Oh, yes! This is the one that I really liked. So, solo competition 249. And this backing track goes for kind of total vibes. And alright, I'm gonna tell, like, I wanna see in a second after we listen to this if any of you can hear it. I'm gonna ask you a question after we listen to this track. Yeah, as I remember, that's a very decent take actually. I also remember that I think we did I did the harmonized thing at the end, and I think someone else from the competition did a very similar thing, and then we kind of just discussed whether he plagiarized me or the vice versa. A really cool solo. Like, what I want to ask you is that, like, can you hear the guitar is like constantly out of tune? And this was the time when let me check when this was actually recorded. This was in 2012. So, yeah, roughly 10 years ago. I didn't realize that my tuner was set to 444 or something like that. So it wasn't like 440. It was like everything was like slightly sharp because of that. So, I mean, the bends are still out of tune, but I didn't have the ear at the time to realize that it was a little bit out of tune, and only when somebody pointed out that, hey, like everything you play is kind of slightly sharp, then I tweeted, yes, monkey, untuner. I mean, everyone knows that was it 432 hertz. That's the resonance of the world, or whatever it was. I've seen like Adam Neely has a video on that, and where he tunes his piano to 432 based on that whatever system somebody recommended. It sounded absolutely awful. So there you go. All right, kind of got into a good mood because of that solo. So let's listen to some more. Like, is this a little wing as a backing track? I'm not forgetting which one we listened to, so please forgive me if that we did listen to. What is this? Come on. You can do it. You can do it. No? Don't need to reload the page. Will that help? Let's reload the page. I think we'll listen to this one. So this one was the Toto one. This was the that one. I think I might have deleted a few of these because I don't think everything is here. Okay, so fun fact. I won, I think I mentioned I won only once in these solo competitions, and as I mentioned earlier, the winner had to either like create their own backing track or provide a backing track for the next one, and I won the competition number 67, and we'll see if I'll be able to find it somewhere. But what I wrote back in the day was this song, which, as we maybe now know, is The Ocean. song from the EP, the first 4. Song that I've also used in a bunch of other videos. So, actually, thinking back to this, what's interesting is compared to a lot of the very early solos I've listened to, here I'm actually able, participating in these competitions helped me to learn how to follow the chord changes of the song, and while this solo wasn't perfect by no means, you can hear some of the progress. And oh, excuse me. That's why you should record yourself a lot, because that is how you'll be able to follow where it's going, where you are right now, and those tracks will be awesome to listen to in a year or 2 or 3. So there you go. Okay, I think this is the one that won me the competition. Let's give it a listen. Yeah, it's this one. Thank you, Punch. Does that show my marketing improvement from your first rank flourishes? I don't know what you mean. No, you're absolutely right. But this is why it's so awesome to have an archive like this. This is why you should record yourself. Don't worry about publishing that ever. But just this is so much fun, and also kind of gives you motivation to get better. That's a very decent solo, even by my current standards, I'd say. Some of the bends, there and there, some of the timing there and there, but for someone who was all heavy metal at this point, I think this was pretty nice. I think I might have gotten slightly into Opeth at this point. I mean, that's where the clean sound appreciation came from. Something like that. Let's pretend at least that was the case. Let's see if there's anything else here that we want to check out. What's the heavy solo competition 51? This is going to be bad. That was edit. Yeah, there's definitely like a melodic element to all of these, so I can kind of see or hear, to be more precise, where all that kind of like what I do now came from. But also this obsession on just trying to be as fast as possible, it's very apparent. Let's put it that way. See if there was anything else here, or do we need to move on to YouTube side of things? I think what is it? There's a solo that we recorded with an acoustic guitar at my mother-in-law's, actually, with my phone, just because I wanted to participate. I think I actually got a lot of votes, but let's check out what Punij is saying. Football players watch games. Game tips to improve. Listening and watching one's hands can be very enlightening to find areas for improvement or figure out a cool thing you did once. It's a great point, actually. For those who are following me on Instagram, Catbook Studios on Instagram, by the way, earlier this fall, I posted a clip where, I think it was like a reel or something. I don't know what reels are on Instagram and on YouTube, I think, maybe. Anyway, I threw a basketball. Like, I missed the 3-point shot, but you know, there was the whole joke about extreme confidence and stuff like that. And funnily enough, like after shooting that, nobody's going to believe this, but first I can try to believe me. After shooting that shot that I missed, my wife's like showed me that video on the camera, and I immediately noticed that there was like a big mistake in my shooting form, and I immediately knew what to do to correct it. And the next 5 shots I shot went all in from the 3-point line. Again, nobody is going to believe this. It's like one of those stories, but it happened just because I saw what I was doing. And actually, well, doing YouTube has also helped me with that as well, because I've been kind of forced to listen to myself more, and I can also see what I'm doing. Thank you. I wanted to show you the heart-shaped gingerbread, but I ate it while doing this, so there you go. But you still get a heart like this. I don't know if that's a heart shape, but whatever. Yeah. So there was that. Was there something else? Let's do a very quick browse. By the way, this is not a solo, but the Christmas thing that I did. Let's listen to it quickly. Just a little bit. You know what I was recorded with? In a student apartment with that very SM58. That's a MacBook Mark IV combo with a custom 1x12 cabinet I matched with it as well. I recorded that in my student apartment. I had a MacBook Mark IV, and this is probably still the tone I'm kind of going for with all of my metal sounds, because it's just, I don't know, I'm a Aputure fan, and I think that just that's sound I love. Anyway, let's jump to the YouTube side of things. Just a second, I'm gonna find something here, and no, that one we watched. Oh, it is actually like I thought I had. kind of hidden it, but no, it's live. This is this the very first video? Oh, this is not the very first video, but the second one. The Christmas special thing, solo thing, was the first video I ever uploaded. This is the second one. I think I shot this with the webcam of my laptop from 2000 and oh come on, 2011, January 5th, 2011. My first video ever, and let me share it to you. Share this tab instead. There you go. This is actually publicly available on my channel, and I did a cover of Joe Satriani. We're not gonna listen to the whole song though. Friends. Oh, that was nice. That's a big band. Better than I remember. It's a very decent intro. It's one take, no edits. It's that was my blues mix. Okay, so what's interesting about this is, first of all, it's better than I thought, or better than I remembered. The bends are out of tune, but it was something that I learned only later. Like, the problem is when you're starting out, you're not hearing that they're out of tune. And it was only when somebody mentioned that to me at least once, and then I realized, realized that you can actually check with your tuner when you do the bends, like whether your bend is in tune. And I intentionally trained my ear to the in tune bends, so my ears could pick up when my bends are out of tune, sharp or flat. And obviously that wasn't happening at this time yet. What it was? 2011? 2011, yes. I've been thinking about redoing this cover. It could be fun. Maybe do like a video of it, comparing the two, or just redo this cover, because still love the song, and we're not going to listen to all of it. Where's the shreddier part of the song? The black part, the HD part, sounds good by the way. I have like a sound of black better. Oh, I think there's a gear round down at the end of this video. We have to watch that. I don't remember what I was using. And ask me questions about that guitar if you want to. I don't have to tell about it, but I can tell about it if you want to. Could use multi-lay on this. star amp, the one bottle cabinet with an S58. So those were, what were they called? On that same musician site, we like bulk ordered some cheap Chinese, Bayang, something like that. This is like a drive, basically like a Tube Screamer clone, but a really good sounding one as well. I think I have, there's a TC Electronic, what is that? TC Electronic something. Oh, Eddie Roll audio interface. Wow! Like, again, that wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. So, that was a solo. Let's see. A lot of people haven't probably seen this song either and haven't watched it in ages. So, this should be interesting. This is my first ever original. Switch over here. My first ever original instrumental song called New Dawn, recorded in me and my wife's, then wife's student apartment thingy. I think this was recorded, well, first of all, with my self-made telly, but also with an orange Rocket 32. Yes, Punja, thank you. That was actually like, I like the tape showing mic here. Yeah. I think I picked that up from some like early YouTube video, like Rick Rundown or something like that. Oh, this is how you do it. You gotta like find the sweet spot for your microphone and mark it down with the tape. Makes a lot of sense. If I had a bigger studio, I'd love to do that. Like mic cabinet, just run everything through it. Maybe one day. But let's listen to the instrumental song. It's been a while since I've listened to this, so this should be interesting. Drums are very low in this one. So many guitar shots. These are real drums, by the way, made by a good friend of mine. Okay, here you can tell that I've practiced, obviously. I wrote a song, but I also practiced how to play it and stuff like that. Like, this is next level to almost everything I did in the past, but whether it's still a high level, it's up for you to decide, I guess. But kind of fun to watch this and see kind of where I started and where I'm now. Yeah, that made me miss the orange amp. There's something about the sound of those amps. Rocket 32 plus a Telecaster is like one of the best sounds you can have. Just saying. That amp is highly impractical in my current situation, but I need to get something orange to my studio because it's good. Nice pinch harmonics, says Spoon Ninja. Thank you. Some of them may have been an accidental ones, but nobody has to know. And what else do we have? So, oh yeah, there's video on my channel which I have, like, that video is to thank for the reason I do YouTube, and that is this video. Let's see, share this tab instead. So, quick story. Before I decided to be a YouTuber, I thought I'm going to be a songwriter. Like a songwriter who does songs and perhaps gigs or earns a living doing that, or at least partially do that. I want to write songs, like full songs with vocals and everything. And I wrote a couple in Finnish, which one of those, like the first song, that was the first, like the one we just heard, the instrumental one was the first song ever, like, that I had written. And the next one was a song that I wrote for our wedding anniversary for my wife. Was that our first or second wedding anniversary? I don't know. We've been married for 11 and a half years now, so who's counting anymore? Anyway, yeah. So I wrote that song, and then I wrote another one. And from the second one, at the time I owned a Mesa Boogie Rector Web 25 head, I decided to do like a guitar demo. I was a big fan of Pete Thorne, and I took a section from the song I wrote. This is not the one that I wrote for my wife, but just a different song. This song is in its full form as well, with Finnish vocals and everything. Finished, but also vocals in Finnish, to be more specific. So there's that. But we're not going to listen to that. But we are going to listen to this. I want to say it sounds good. Or like my memory of this is that it's very decent. It's very Foo Fighters. This is, a lot of us were accidents, but we're cool. Yep. Yeah, okay, let's listen. Same guitar, same room as the previous video. This is a very good guitar song. Decent one. Check out the video editing. And then there's isolated tracks. Pete Thorne would do. Lu says, what you have used this on the channel before? Where is the question? I might have. I'm not saying no, but I'm trying to figure out where. if you know what I mean. Have you watched this video? Oh, no, I know. I might have included this little track in the Catpic Jams. When I put like all of my instrumental songs together to create like an album, basically. Did I put this there as well? That's where it could be from. Also, this video has been online for 6 years ago. Is it on 6 years ago? Let's check out. Yeah, like I'm pretty sure I've used it somewhere. But I might be forgetting. I have 400 videos maybe on my channel. I don't know how many I have. A lot. So I might have just forgotten. Originally, this was released in March 2016. And in 2017, I decided to launch my channel. And let's check out that song as well, because I think it's very okay. So, or do we want to listen to isolated tracks? I don't know if we need to listen to the isolated tracks. Though the idea of the video was to react to my solo, so let's dig out the solo, dig out something. Live, by the way, because I didn't know how to edit this together otherwise. That was my what would Chris Schiffler do moment, because the whole track is very Foo Fighters. And then the solo as well. I think like if he would have played on this song, this is probably something he might have written for it as well. I mean, this was the time, 2016 that is, where I started to realize that maybe you need to like shred as much as possible to actually be able to like create good music. Just saying. So, all right, the video that started all, there's a fun solo on this one, I want to say. Another orange jam. Should I like my own video? No, it's lame. Same Kelly, by the way. I was.
Greetings, my name is Vladimir and today we're checking out Orange Rocker 32 combo. You heard it on all the guitar tracks in the song in the beginning. The Rocker 32 is a 2x10 combo and it has Orange's own voice of the world speak.
Yeah. we're gonna wrap up there with that one. Thanks, Spoon Ninja. Have a great meeting if that such a thing is possible, and see you later. There's a live stream I want to do this year, but I'm not 100% sure yet if that's going to happen. So I'm not going to tell you anything else. But if it were to happen, you would have influence on something I'd like to buy. That's all I'm going to say. So yeah, with that thought, have a great meeting. I'll see if we have anything else we want to watch. I don't want to watch myself talk awkwardly here for many minutes. So let me quickly check if there's any other solos I want to share. Secrets for now. Oh, look, I don't want to tease it too much. Replying to Louis, that is, because I'm not sure if that's going to happen yet. It depends on things. Oh no, wait. Where's this? Few tracks here, like from very early stuff that I kinda wanna show you. So, oh yeah, there you go. Let's do this one. It's a Caroline Pure Sky demo from very early years. Share this tab instead. There you go.
My name is Vladimir, and today we're checking out Caroline Pure Sky.
Oh, that was my first intro. Cool. What is that logo? I think this would have a slide solo. I think whether this was like one of the first times I heard it. I still have it. Like anytime I play slide, I feel like I do could be like a very decent slide player. Problem is, like when I record something, I practice, get it right, like roughly right at least, and I'm happy with the recording. And then I'll take 18 months to play the slide next time, and by that time, I've obviously lost all the progress I had at the time. Any tips on improving my slide leads? I just remembered something that I could share with you, and it's a music video from my ex-band, and I think there's an acoustic guitar solo on it. We haven't heard like a lot of acoustic guitar solos on this, and this, by the way, is an original song. So share this tab instead. There you go. So I used to play in a band called Heart Song with a bunch of my friends. Acoustic folk pop thing. Let's give it a like. There you go. 11 subscribers.
Daylight always shines, though it's not seen.
The video is not edited by me, by the way.
Blackbirds are singing
Just 7 years ago.
where no one hears. falls over mountain high, somewhere in the valleys. Whoever knows where the clouds go?
There's an accordion in this song.
What for can daffodils in the highway grow? Whatever has been shall be again. Just purple sunsets worth everything. Life's amazing thing with you. Life's so amazing thing with you.
Sort of I mean, this is live. Oh, there you go. Do you have other songs? Not where I'm playing any solos. So there you go. That was my old band. See if I get anything else interesting on the YouTube channel that I could share with you. Man, it's fun to go back and see what on earth I've been doing. Okay, another weird solo, let's put it that way. I've done a ukulele solo, and not like a real ukulele solo, on a cover of the Velvet Revolver thing. This is from my early YouTube years. This is lovely. Oh, wait a second. Gotta share this tab. There you go. That's my brother-in-law, not brother-in-law, but my sister-in-law. This, by the way, also available on the channel. All the guitars are Epiphone ukulele, running through a Victor Sheriff 22, maybe? Maybe.
When you look, you see right through me. Cut the rope, I fell to my knees. Fallen broken every single time. Always keep me under finger. That's the spot where you would sue me. Might see some type of pleasure.
Fun fact, we redid this cover like a year or two ago, and actually used the same vocal takes as for this one. I just redid everything around this, and we reshot the video as well.
In my mind.
I'm losing an hour of the solo.
Yeah, here comes the water. It comes to wash
Also, the production in this isn't amazing.
away the sins of you and I. This time you'll see. When you seek me, you destroy me. Raid my mind to smell the poppies. Born in blood in every single time. Always keep
solo
you're
ukulele
in
and
my
then there's
mind.
bass.
Yeah, here comes the
Super
water.
quick stuff.
It comes to
It
wash
works.
away
I
the
think
sins of
quadruple
you
track
and
would be
I. This time you'll see like holy water. It only burns you faster than you'll ever try. This time with me.
I think goes to the solo.
When you look, you see right.
I remember Noise getting that thing like crazy because it would like it doesn't even have metallic strings or anything. It's not grounded properly for to anything. It was feedback and just buzz like crazy best solo everything. We're framed this on our wall. Okay, there's that. Is there solo on this one? Oh yeah, there's, but it's not played by me. So this is the like full band version we did. This is much closer to the original. I'm gonna do the solo, so maybe we have to use this. What else? Sure. While I search for other things to show you, check out some of my video.
When you look, you see right through me. Cut the rope, I fell to my knees. Falling broken every single time.
I'd rather have photos show you, but there you go. Because it would feel weird to listen to. Okay, let's do this one. So, this is one of my fairly early YouTube. Again, this song also ended up on the EP. But I think this solo is very different to the one that I was on the actual EP. Let's listen to this one and maybe Cold in the Night. I'm tired of listening to myself. That's the problem. Yeah, thanks, Lewis, because I started to learn how to produce that. That's the thing. And as many things in life, most things in life, all things in life, the more you do it and you kind of analyze it, the better you get. And I'm glad it shows, at least a little bit. Oh yeah, I had a couch in this studio outside. Beautiful, right? Those are very, very decent guitar sounds from Joyo Media. It's like 150 euros or something. So, hats off to Joyo, I guess. I don't know. Any other songs? Oh, there's something that I've hidden, and I haven't listened to this in years. So, Gear Talk, the page, had some sort of solo competition. Let's see if this loads up. It does. I don't remember this solo at all. So they had some sort of solo competition, and I participated in that. I have no idea what this was. Let's give it a listen. Can I give myself a little applause? I completely forgot that I've done that solo. That was very decent, like radio, country, rock solo. Cool. Let me quickly make sure I don't have any other like hidden gems there on my channel, because that was kind of nice. Made me happy. I don't know if I have anything else right now, because no. Thank you, Louis. Really appreciate it. That one made me happy, because it was a very decent solo overall. So yeah, kind of running out of solos. Oh, there's a terrible one over there. I remember that. I'll stay away from that. Obviously, now everyone wants to hear the one that I call terrible, but you ain't gonna. So, yeah, that was fun. I'm trying to think, what else should I react to next time? Because reacting to my solos, kind of fun. Like, when you start from the earliest ones, they're gonna go to the later ones. The overall arc becomes inspiring, because you start from a place and hopefully you end up in a better place later. And I felt like this was the arc of this stream. I'll see what else I'll do next time, which hopefully has a similar arc as well. If it doesn't, I'll have to just come up with something else. Yeah, so that was nice. Thanks everyone for joining. I had a lot of fun doing this, and I hope I get to do that other stream on this side of 2022 or something like that this year. I mean, still in 2022. So there will be some other stuff in 2023, and I still plan to drop a video or 2 or 3 during this year. But more on that later when the stuff will be ready. And again, thank you so much for watching. This was fun. Gonna do stuff like this. However English works, more shall be done. And on that note, thank you so much for watching. I don't have any kind of outro for this. Maybe I need to do like new intros and outros as well. Just a thought, like a mental note for myself. Thanks everyone. See you later. Next time. What was my way of ending? I shall see you next time. That's how it works. Bye everyone. And if we don't see each other live streaming on this side of year, like during this year, like Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all that kind of stuff. Hopefully you'll have a nice time to chill and spend time with your families and friends and whoever you want to spend that time with. And thanks, Louis, for joining. And yeah, see you. Bye.